Welcome to another deep dive. We're tackling Google Cloud Platform today,
Oh, yeah. The ever-changing world of Google Cloud Platform.
trying to keep up with it all.
Absolutely.
So our source material is a recent blog post by Google Cloud developer advocate Roman Irani.
Okay.
He's summarizing some key updates from February 16th to the 28th of 2025.
Yeah.
So if you're working with or interested in Google Cloud, this is definitely the deep dive for you to get caught up.
I think this is a good one. He covered updates across a whole bunch of services.
Yeah.
We're talking AI and machine learning, databases, data analytics, networking.
I was really impressed with this one.
Yeah, me too.
So let's jump right into AI and machine learning.
Okay.
One thing that really stood out to me was the expansion of Vertex AI model garden.
Yeah.
They've added Anthropic's, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and Claude Code.
Wow. So
Yeah.
those are some pretty big names in the language model world.
Definitely heavy hitters.
Yeah. And I think what's really interesting here is that Google is really focusing on making these powerful models practical for developers.
Yeah.
Roman specifically mentions optimizing latency and costs.
Yeah.
Those are some of the big things that you really have to think about if you want to actually use these models.
Yeah, you don't want to wait forever for results, and you don't want to break the bank.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance.
Yeah.
And, it's not just about having the models, available. It's really about creating a platform where it's easy to use those models and to build applications quickly and efficiently.
Yeah, making AI more accessible to a wider audience.
It's absolutely democratizing AI.
Yeah, like that.
And speaking of democratizing AI,
Okay.
Roman also highlighted a new Gemini-powered audio transcription solution.
Oh, this was interesting.
Yeah, it's developed by Google Cloud partners.
Okay. I'm really fascinated by AI being applied to audio processing.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. So this solution tackles a common challenge, and that is accurately transcribing large audio files. It leverages Google Cloud storage to handle these files, and it gracefully manages timeouts.
Oh,
And even optimizes speaker diarization.
So I know speaker diarization is important for identifying different speakers, but what kind of advancements does this Gemini-powered solution offer?
So traditional methods kind of struggle with a bunch of things like overlapping speech, background noise and variations in speaker accents.
Wow.
And this new solution leverages Gemini's advanced capabilities to really address these challenges.
Okay.
And so you end up getting much more accurate transcriptions, especially for complex audio recordings like meetings or conference calls.
So it's not just about speed and efficiency, but it's also about the accuracy and reliability,
Exactly.
which is so important for things like podcasting or, legal proceedings or whatever.
Absolutely. And this could really be a game changer for people that work with audio data.
Yeah, for sure.
And the impact goes beyond just transcription.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what we can do with this for content analysis, voice search, and even real-time language translation. It's really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like Google Cloud is pushing the boundaries with AI and audio processing.
Oh, for sure.
But Roman didn't stop there.
No, he didn't.
He also delved into image generation
Yeah.
and the challenges of building those pipelines at scale.
And this is where performance optimization is really important.
Yeah.
And he outlined 3 key strategies.
Okay.
Hardware optimization, inference code optimization, and inference pipeline optimization.
So break it down for us.
Okay, so hardware optimization is all about selecting the right GPUs and configuring them properly.
Yeah.
Making sure that your hardware can actually handle all the stuff you're throwing at it.
Yeah.
And then there's inference code optimization.
That's the code that actually runs the image generation models, right?
Yeah, it's all about fine-tuning your code to improve efficiency and speed.
Okay.
And finally, you have inference pipeline optimization.
Streamlining the flow of data.
Exactly, minimizing those bottlenecks
Yeah.
to maximize throughput and minimize latency.
So it seems like each of these optimizations plays a crucial role in building a scalable and efficient image generation pipeline.
It's all about a holistic approach to optimization.
Right.
And the benefits are huge, especially when you're dealing with large data sets or, real-time applications.
Yeah.
It can save you a lot of time, money, and resources.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit here.
Okay.
Roman mentioned AI-powered device fleet management.
Yes. So this is kind of a glimpse into the future of IT operations.
Okay.
Imagine this. Instead of manually managing a fleet of devices, AI can handle everything.
Oh, wow.
From software updates and security patching to predicting potential hardware failures.
That's every IT administrator's dream.
I know, right? No more late nights troubleshooting.
Yeah.
or scrambling to patch vulnerabilities, AI can just automate all of those tedious tasks,
Yeah.
freeing up IT professionals to do other things.
Yeah. Focus on more important things.
Exactly. And we're already seeing this in action with solutions like Google's Cloud Assist chatbot for enterprise admins.
Yeah.
This is really just the beginning of what AI can do for device management.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to databases.
Okay.
Roman gave a shout out to some new features in AlloyDB for vector search,
Yeah.
specifically inline filtering for scan indexes and a new recall evaluator.
Okay.
But before we dive into specifics, can you explain what vector search is and why it's gaining so much traction?
Yeah, so vector search is a technique for finding data based on similarity
Okay.
rather than exact matches.
Oh, okay.
So think of it like searching for images that look like a particular image or finding documents that are semantically similar to a text query.
So instead of searching for keywords, you're searching for like concepts or patterns.
Exactly. And this is becoming more and more important as we deal with unstructured data like images and videos
Yeah.
and things like that.
Okay, so how do these new features in AlloyDB enhance vector search capabilities?
So inline filtering for scan indexes is all about improving query performance.
Okay.
It allows the database to evaluate filters and vector searches simultaneously.
So you're not wasting time.
Yeah, you're not sifting through irrelevant data.
Gotcha.
And the new recall evaluator helps ensure that you're getting the right results, not just fast results.
Okay.
It measures the effectiveness of the search, making sure you're retrieving a high percentage of relevant results.
So speed and accuracy, a
Sufficely.
powerful combination.
Yeah, and this is really critical for applications where accuracy is important, like e-commerce recommendations or content discovery platforms.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What about Spanner? Any updates on that front?
Yeah, so Roman included an 8-point checklist for launching a Spanner workload into production.
Okay.
And he covered a whole bunch of stuff there, like observability backups, configuration cost optimization.
Yeah.
It's a great reminder that production readiness is about more than just deploying your application, right?
It's the whole life cycle of the application.
Exactly. And Roman's checklist provides practical guidance to make sure that your Spanner workloads are running smoothly and efficiently in a production environment.
I love that he gave some concrete steps to follow.
Yeah, it takes out the guesswork.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's move on to data analytics.
Okay.
Generative AI is making quite a splash here.
Definitely.
Roman gave an example of using Gemini to convert data received via PubSub to a target schema.
Yeah.
Could this be the future of data engineering?
It's a really interesting development for sure.
Yeah.
Using generative AI for data engineering tasks like schema validation, data quality checks, and even data generation is becoming increasingly popular.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to automate these tasks and freeing up data engineers to focus on more strategic things.
Yeah, that sounds great. So instead of writing complex scripts or manually cleaning data, you could just give Gemini a prompt and it would just do it.
Exactly. It's all about leveraging the power of AI to streamline and automate these data engineering workflows.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely changing things.
It feels like AI is infiltrating every aspect of cloud computing and changing the game for developers and engineers.
It really is.
And it's not just limited to Gemini.
No.
Roman pointed out that BigQuery's integration with LLMs has expanded beyond just Gemini. Now you can tap into models from Vertex AI model, Garden Hugging Face, and even custom-tuned models.
That's a lot.
I know he specifically mentioned Meta's Llama 3.370B model.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're no longer restricted to just one set of models.
It's like having a buffet of LLMs.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose what's best for you.
Yeah, the best tool for the job.
Exactly.
And with all this talk of LLMs and AI, it's easy to forget about cost.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Did Roman offer any insights on how to keep those BigQuery costs in check?
He did.
Okay.
So he highlighted committed use discounts or CUDs for BigQuery, which can save you up to 40% on compute costs if you commit to a certain level of usage.
Okay, but what if CUDs aren't the right fit?
He outlined some other cost optimization techniques.
Like what?
He mentioned optimizing interzone transfer costs,
Okay.
turning on compression, fine-tuning batch size, and adjusting data retention periods.
So there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
No, you have to consider different techniques based on your workloads.
Right.
Yeah.
It's great that you have the flexibility to optimize your costs based on your unique needs.
Absolutely.
Okay, my brain is buzzing with all this information.
I know, we covered a lot.
Maybe we should take a breather.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Before we dive into the next batch?
We still have more to go.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Okay, I think I'm ready for more. What's next?
All right, let's talk about compute power.
Okay.
Because Roman had some news that'll probably get any data scientist pretty excited.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's the preview release of new A4X virtual machines.
Okay.
And these are powered by NVIDIA's GB200 NVL72 system. It's kind of a mouthful.
Yeah.
But what it really means is that they're built for some serious heavy lifting.
Okay, so break that down for us non-hardware folks.
Okay, so think about it this way. Tasks that used to take days on older VMs could potentially be completed in just hours on these A4X machines.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're looking at like maybe a 5x increase in training performance for large language models.
Wow.
And significant improvements in low latency inference.
Quite.
So this is really good for things like real-time image recognition or natural language processing.
So like researchers pushing the boundaries of AI or businesses needing those like lightning fast insights.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a game changer.
Yeah, compute power is important.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like how accessible are these resources to developers?
Yeah, that's a good point, and that's where Roman's next point comes in.
Okay.
He highlighted the potential of combining Gemini models, Vertex AI, and Cloud Run to create this really cool platform, and it's basically inference as a service.
Okay, so what is the secret sauce here?
So imagine you've trained this really powerful Gemini model, and you want to make it available to your users or to other applications. Now, traditionally, you need to manage a lot of infrastructure.
Right.
Servers, load balancers, all that stuff.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Exactly, but with Cloud Run, you can package your model and its dependencies into a container.
Okay.
You deploy it and let the platform handle the rest.
So it just takes care of itself.
Pretty much. Yeah, it scales automatically.
Right.
Based on demand. So you don't really have to worry about infrastructure management.
It's like serverless for AI.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you combine that with Vertex AI, you've got this unified platform for managing your entire machine learning workflow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so from data preparation to model training to deployment and monitoring, you have this very powerful and accessible solution for building and deploying AI applications.
I love how Google Cloud is providing those code labs where developers can try this stuff out.
Yeah.
In like under an hour.
Yeah, it's a great way to get hands-on experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And really see the potential.
Okay, well, let's switch gears again and talk about networking.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Roman brought up cross-cloud network, which seems like it could be really important for companies that work in multi-cloud environments.
Yeah, for sure.
So help me visualize this. What exactly is cross-cloud network?
Okay, so imagine a world where you can connect all your resources across different cloud providers, on-premises data centers, and even edge locations.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the idea behind cross-cloud network. It's all about making it possible to connect everything together.
So no matter where they are.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And it takes advantage of Google's global backbone network, which is known for being really fast and reliable.
Makes sense.
Now, Raman talked about 2 reference architectures for hub and spoke communication. Inner VPC communication with VPC network peering. And inner VPC communication with network connectivity center.
Okay, so those sound like 2 different approaches.
They are, yeah.
What are the key differences?
So VPC network peering is a really straightforward way to connect VPCs in the same region. It's easy to set up, and it has low latency. So it's perfect for connecting resources within a single cloud region.
So if all my resources are in like Central 1, for example.
Yeah. That's right.
Then VPC network peering would be the way to go.
Right.
Okay, what if I need to connect things across different regions or even different cloud providers?
That's where Network Connectivity Center comes in.
Okay.
It's kind of like a central hub for managing connections across different areas. So it makes hybrid and multi-cloud connectivity possible.
So it's like the central nervous system for the whole network.
Yeah. I like that analogy.
Connecting everything no matter where it is.
Exactly.
Okay, so Roman also mentioned a new feature. Public IP health checks within cloud DNS routing policies.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, and it sounds important for multi-cloud deployments.
Oh, definitely.
How does it work?
So think of it like a watchdog for your applications.
Okay.
Cloud DNS is constantly monitoring the health of those public IPs. And if it sees any problems, it can automatically redirect traffic to healthy instances.
So the applications stay up and running Even if there are problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about building resilience
Yeah.
into your network architecture.
It sounds like Google Cloud is really committed to multi-cloud.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not just about offering interoperability. It's about giving you the tools to make multi-cloud deployments strong and reliable.
Yeah, they're making it easier to deal with all the complexities of multi-cloud.
Yeah.
And, really enabling businesses to adopt a cloud strategy that works best for them.
Okay, last but not least on Roman's list is training and certification.
Always important to keep learning.
Yeah, keep those skills sharp.
Yeah, so Roman pointed out 3 new Google Cloud certifications.
Okay.
Associate Data Practitioner, Associate Google Workspace Administrator,
Okay.
and Professional Cloud Architect, which is a renewal.
Oh?
And these certifications are a great way to show off what you know,
Right.
which can be really helpful for your career.
Definitely. And he mentioned a limited time discount on certification exams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you've been thinking about getting certified, now's a good time.
Yeah, take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Keep learning and stay ahead of the curve.
Okay.
But there's more.
More.
Yes, Roman had even more to share about operations and management.
Okay, bring it on. I'm ready for whatever else he's got.
All right, let's dive in.
Okay, so we've covered AI, databases, compute power, networking. What else is there?
Well, let's talk about the stuff that keeps everything running smoothly. The behind-the-scenes work.
Yeah.
Operations and management.
Okay, that's important too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Roman highlighted some updates to Trace Explorer.
Okay.
And I think anyone who's ever had to troubleshoot an application will appreciate these.
So Trace Explorer is that tool that helps you figure out why your app is slow, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it shows you how long each operation takes, so you can really pinpoint where the bottlenecks are.
Okay.
And the latest updates make it even better.
Like what?
Well, you've got things like multiple span filters, enhanced visualizations, easier project selection.
So you can dig deep and really find the root of the problem.
Exactly, yeah. Not just the symptoms.
Okay.
Plus, it's built on a whole new architecture.
Oh, well.
So it's more robust and scalable.
All right, so this next one caught my eye.
Okay.
An SRE's Guide to Optimizing ML Systems.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like AI is impacting how we manage AI.
It's like the circle of AI life.
Right.
So this guide is written from the perspective of a site reliability engineer,
Okay.
or SRE, and it's all about applying their principles to those machine learning pipelines.
So instead of just keeping the servers up,
Right.
SREs are now responsible for making sure the AI systems themselves are working well.
Yeah, that's the shift.
Okay.
And this guide is based on the experience of Google's own SREs.
Oh, wow.
So it's full of really practical advice.
Nice.
Roman mentioned topics like training optimization, serving at scale, freshness, and volume.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's everything you need for a good ML system.
Okay, so it sounds like this guide is a must-read for anyone who manages AI systems.
Yeah, for sure. Whether you're an SRE, a data scientist, or a developer.
It's great that Google is sharing all this expertise.
I agree.
All right, so I think we've covered everything from Roman's blog post now.
I think so.
We talked about AI advancements, networking innovations, even cost optimization tips.
Yeah, it was quite the journey through Google Cloud Platform.
It's clear that Google Cloud is always innovating.
Oh, yeah, always moving forward.
What impressed me the most was their commitment to making these technologies accessible.
Yeah, they want everyone to be able to use them.
To everyone from individual developers to big companies.
Absolutely.
It's like they're saying, here are the tools, here's the knowledge, now go build something amazing.
Exactly. They're really fostering innovation,
Yeah.
by giving people the power of the cloud.
Well said.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into Google Cloud Platform.
All right, that sounds good.
We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new.
Yeah, definitely check out Roman's blog post if you want more details.
It's a great resource for anyone working with or interested in Google Cloud.
Yeah, for sure.
And stay tuned for more deep dives into cloud computing, AI, and all the other cool tech that's changing the world.
Always something new to explore.
Until next time, happy clouding.